Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome. We are so honored to have you all here to join us on this beautiful Shabbat morning as we get to celebrate another Solinger, becoming this time a Bat Mitzvah, a daughter of the covenant, a daughter of the Jewish people, a young adult in the Jewish community. And we say, young adult in the Jewish community because, yes, in ancient times, when you turned 13, you were an adult. You went and you established your own home. You went ahead, you had a job, an occupation, a husband, a wife, things like that. Don't worry, Mom and Dad, we're good. We're not doing that. But instead, it's becoming a young adult in the community. And partaking on that responsibility is sharing in this wonderful experience of Shabbat morning and sharing in our Shabbat service together. So we are so honored that Chloe is going to be leading us in our Shabbat worship this morning. And we're all going to be participating. So many have seen Chloe perform before, right? And dance and so forth. This morning, is not a performance. Today is worship. Today is celebration. So we invite you to do so with us. If you have a cell phone, anything like that could make noise or sing to us during the service, go ahead and turn it off. If you need to keep it on, silence it. That way we get to be present here. We get to focus on one another and what we're doing. Those of you who are streaming in, we wish you a Shabbat Shalom as well, and we are very happy that you are joining us from wherever you are, and we wish you lots of Shabbat love. So with that, if we're going to be participating together, we need to warm up our voices. So, Cantor, if you can help us, please.
We begin with this melody which has no words. This is called a nigun, and we sing it on the syllables yelalai, so we can focus on how the music makes us feel as we warm up our mind, body, spirit, and voice. So please join in with us as we sing with a smile. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la.
Chloe, may I borrow your prayer book, please? Thank you. So, we want to be able to make sure that everybody is able to participate with us throughout the service. So I want to take a moment, especially for those of you who have not been to a Shabbat morning service before, to be able to know what's happening so that you can follow along and participate however you feel. So Shabbat. It's the seventh day of the week. It is a wonderful gift that God has given to us as a time to just stop, as a time to be able to breathe, as a time for us to rest. And so with that, during Shabbat, we get to be together. We get to give thanks for this wonderful day. And we especially get to connect with one another. And during our Shabbat service, we are going to go ahead and use, first of all, our prayer books. They are right in front of you or right underneath you, although you found them there. So grab a prayer book. There you go. And take a look at your prayer books there. And especially with Chloe's friends over here. Hi, guys. So what do you guys notice about the prayer book that's kind of different than other books? It's backward, right? So it opens in a different way. So Hebrew is read from right to left instead of left to right. And so if you notice, if you open up your prayer book to any page, right in the middle there, where you could find some Hebrew, you will notice that there are two columns of Hebrew. There is the column that's on the right with the Hebrew letters, and there's a column that's on the left that has English letters. Now, the English letters are what we call transliteration. And the transliteration allow us to sound out the Hebrew words, because we recognize not everyone knows how to read Hebrew. And so we want everybody to be able to follow along in the service and be able to pronounce the words if they so choose. So that's the transliteration. Right below the Hebrew is the translation as to what is being said. On the opposite side of the page is an alternative prayer that has the same theme on that prayer, but is not the exact translation. Now, what's different with Chloe's prayer book is that her prayer book does not have the transliteration. She only has the Hebrew. She has the translation, yes, but not the transliteration. So when she's reading the Hebrew, she is reading directly from the Hebrew itself, because she's been studying Hebrew for a number of years. And so that's how her prayer book is set up. Now you notice her prayer book is also thicker and a different color. That's because all of our students are given the prayer book that is all of Mishkan Tefillah, which has not only services for Shabbat, but weekdays as well as some of the festivals. So therefore, she's got the full version here, which means you have there in your hands the Shabbat-only prayer book. There are two different sets of page numbers in the prayer books. You'll notice that there are black numbers and blue numbers. We're going to be following the blue numbers, because that's going to correspond to Chloe's prayer book, and then we can all be on the same page. So that is going to be with Chloe's prayer book and all of our prayer books, so thank you very much. And we invite you to feel free, read along, sing. You don't know the words? Lai is the international word. That means everything. So feel free to sing along as well. We pray with our bodies. There are times that we're going to ask everyone to rise. It's a way of showing respect before God and for the prayers where we're at. We're also, you might notice some of the choreography. Yes, there's choreography in Jewish prayer as well. There are places where we bow in humble reverence before God. So you'll notice some of that happening as well. And then finally, we pray with what we wear. So we have the kippah, the yarmulke, okay, the head covering. It reminds us of God's presence all around us. And then finally, the tallit, the prayer shawl. Now, we are commanded to wear fringes on the corners of our garment. These fringes are called tzitzit. When we look upon these fringes, we are then reminded of the 613 commandments that are in the Torah. Not just 10, there are 613 commandments. Remember that number. I'm going to ask you about that later on. So with that number, we recognize too that we can't fulfill all of the commandments, because some of those commandments had to do with sacrifices that were done during temple times. If you look at to your left there, the yellow stained glass window is a depiction of Second Temple times, where in that spot, we offered sacrifices. Well, we don't do that anymore. There's no sacrifices in Jewish religion. Rather, there's the prayer of the heart. So we can't fulfill all the mitzvot, but we're still commanded to study them, to learn about them, to ask, how were they used in ancient times, but then to ask a very important question. What do these commandments mean for us today? Torah has been around for close to 3,000 years. So how do we interpret that? How do we interpret these laws and these rules? Well, when a young man becomes a bar mitzvah, he receives his first tallit, and so too when a young woman becomes a bat mitzvah, she receives her first tallit. And so at this time, it is my honor to ask Chloe if you'll come down and join me with your grandparents, Bob and Marcia Plaskin, right down here, as they present you with your first tallit. If you want to say anything.
This is my great honor to be here on this day and to see this, to be able to present to you this beautiful tallit to a beautiful young woman. We love you.
Joy since you've been born, and we can't wait to see what's to be. We love you very much.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzavanu l'chita teif bat tzitzit.
Amen.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, eternal soul of the universe, who makes us holy through the mitzvot and commands us to wear fringes on the corners of our garment. Mazel tov. Go ahead. There you go. Beautiful. Mazel tov. Thank you. We give thanks for all of our blessings, and so we turn now in our prayer books to page 186 as we join together Modeh Moda Ani.
Modeh ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה, בחמלה, רבה אמונתך, רבה אמונתך. מודה אני לפניך, מלך חי וקיים, שהחזרת בי נשמתי בחמלה, בחמלה, רבה אמונתך, רבה אמונתך.
So we turn to page 224, Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
ועלמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל בגאלה ובזמן קריב במהרו. אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה.
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשם בריחו לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמה במהרו. אמן.
As we turn to page 226, please rise for Baruch Hu, our call to worship.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la la. Ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvarei hoshe, osei shalom uvarei et hakol, ha-me'ir la'aretz, v'ladarim aleha, bira hamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom, tamid, ma'aseh bereshit, ma'rabu ma'aseh ha, Adonai kulam, b'chokhmah asita, mal ha'aretz, kin yanecha, tibarach, Adonai Eloheinu, al sheva ma'aseh, yadecha, ve'al me'oreh, or she'asita, fa'aruha, selah.
Or Chadash, Ad Zion Ta'ir, 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 ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו. אור חדש על ציון תאיר, אור חדש על ציון תאיר.
Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha-me'orot. Please join me on page 231. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. In light blinded we saw that inner and outer worlds are one as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us as we climbed, fell back, and climbed again. Your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai haboher be'omo Yisrael be'ahava.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. We continue with the Via Hafta. Haftarah et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadivarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam livanecha, vidivartam bam, bishivtecha bevetecha, uvelechtecha vaderech,
ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
We continue on page 240 singing Mi Hamocha.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la, la 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedav b'kodesh, Torah tehilot hosefet. Nora tehilot hosefet. Shira chadasha shibichu gehulim, לשמחה אספת hayam, yachad kulam הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ידלי יאללה לה 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 לה, יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה לה לה, יאללה לה לה יאללה לה לה לה. צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופדחי נאומך, יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאה ישראל.
Amen. Page 242.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מקלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים באמונתו אישי עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מקיים
הכל.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר,
קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו.
אדיר אדירנו, אדוני אדוננו, מהדיר שמך בכל הארץ.
ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו.
אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה.
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We join together at the bottom of page 250 as we sing Vishamru. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Please join me on page 253. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Please join me on page 255. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek, you in this land in Zion resorted, in all lands, you are God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otah levav b'yirah na'avod. Please join me on page 257. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving.
Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'el lehodot. As we turn now to page 258, we join together, Sim Shalom.
Sim Shalom,
Tova ubracha,
Heba Chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko Yisrael amecha. Barcheinu Yosreinu kulanu ke'echa, ve'or panecha, ki b'or panecha natzata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu. Sim shalom, sim shalom, tova uracha, heva chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko Yisrael amecha. Torah chaim ve'ahavat chesed, ve'ahavat chesed, u'tzedaka u'meracha ve'rachamim, ve'chayim ve'shalom. Sim shalom, sim shalom, tova u'racha, heva chesed ve'rachamim ve'rachamim aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko Yisrael amecha. V'tov, v'tov enecha, v'varech et amcha Yisrael, mechoret u'mechor sha'am ishlomecha. Sim shalom, sim shalom, tova uracha, heva chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'alko Yisrael, ve'alko Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Amen. We continue in silent meditation.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, והימרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, והימרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, והימרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, והימרו אמן, והימרו אמן.
So now we've reached the part of our service called Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of Torah, the order of reading of Torah. And actually, we just recently started reading our Torah all over again. So first of all, what's Torah? Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, all put into one scroll. Now, you noticed earlier when we opened up the ark doors, we have 6 Torah scrolls. What is interesting with those is each one of those Torah scrolls is exactly the same, in the sense that they have the exact same words, the exact same sentences, the exact same letters. Nothing in that way is different about those Torah scrolls. But what is different about those Torah scrolls is their age, is where they were written at, who wrote them. Each Torah scribe, each Torah written by a scribe, handwritten, and we're going to show you them in just a few minutes. We'll show you one of them and talk a little bit about that. Now, here's what's really cool with Torah. It's called an Eitz Chaim, a tree of life. Now, when we think about trees, we know that trees grow, trees change, especially with the seasons even. And throughout their whole lifetime, they get bigger and they reach out more. Well, why is Torah like a tree of life? Because we take these stories, we take these laws, we take this history of the Jewish people and of the world, and we ask an important question. What do these stories, what do these laws, what does this history mean for us today? Remember I said earlier, Torah is over 3,000 years old. That's a long time ago. And the portion that we're actually reading today is the second Torah portion in our Torah called Noach. How many of you know the story of Noah? Right, and the flood and the ark? All right, so we're going to be reading from that Torah portion today. But we have a question that we always ask, which is, okay, what does this story of the Torah portion of Noach, which is, by the way, not only about Noah and the ark, there's another story layered into there as well. What does it have to teach us today? Here's the exciting part. Chloe is our teacher today. Chloe has been studying this Torah portion for quite a while. She's been, as we like to say, wrestling with it. Not, physically wrestling with it, but really mentally wrestling with it. Being able to say, okay, great, I see this story, but it's so complex. What does it have to teach us today? And in fact, even today during our Torah study group, we pulled apart the story of Noah. There are actually 2 flood stories all woven together. I can share that with you later, but we're not going to get into that today. But that's the complexity of Torah. So Chloe today is going to not only be called to Torah, to read from the scroll for the first time publicly as a bat mitzvah. That's one of the responsibilities of a young adult in the Jewish community, to be able to read from Torah. But the other responsibility is to teach it. And so that is what she is going to share with us in a little while. In the meantime, we're going to begin this wonderful journey of our study and of our celebration of Torah as we're going to turn in our prayer books right now to page 362.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך. מלכותך מלכות כל עמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Adonai oz lamo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Throughout our Torah service, we're going to have a number of family members who are going to come and to celebrate with us and to participate in our service for reading of Torah. So at this time, it is my honor to call forward for passing Torah one generation to the next, to stand right here in front of our bima, Larry and Ann Solinger, Marcia and Bob Plaskin, Rachel and Randy, of course, and Chloe. If all of you will go ahead right down there on the floor. You don't need your prayer books or anything with you at this time. And also, holding our Torah cover in a few minutes will be Sherry Solinger. So, Sherry, there you are, perfect. So, Sherry, you're going to be right there. And at this time, to open our ark doors, I'd like to invite forward Dana Plaskin, Dominique Cannon, Harper, and Kylie Yahiro. If the four of you will come on up and open our ark doors for us. Come on up here. Perfect. Yay. Here you go. Come on up here, guys. Ladies, you want to see something that's really cool? Come stand right here with me. You ready? Okay, now we're going to turn around. Turn around this way. Okay, now put your hands like this. Watch what happens when we lift up our hands. You ready? Make sure you watch everybody there. 1, 2, 3. Lift them up. That's awesome. Good job. Thank you very much. Will you go ahead and open the ark doors for us now? Beautiful.
Av harachamim hetiva vitzoncha et Zion tivnei chomot Yerushalayim tivnei chomot Yerushalayim ki bechol levad batachnu melech ram v'nisam adon olamim.
Page 364.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, u'dvar Adonai mirushalayim.
In this scroll is the secret of our people's life from Sinai until now. Its teaching is love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it. Page 366.
Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo Gad Elul Adonai Iti Uneromema Shemo Yachdav.
You guys stay right there, okay? Perfect, thank you. As we get to pass Torah one generation to the next, Chloe, will you take your position next to your dad over on that end? There you go. From generation to generation to generation. That's Torah. Passed on one generation to the next. And this Torah scroll especially has been passed on close to 300 years. This Torah scroll coming from Eastern Europe, from the former Czech Republic, in which at a time during our dark history of a time when people wanted to destroy the Jewish people. However, no, we have survived. Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people live. And why is that? Because of each of you. Because you have been the bearers of Torah. You have been the teachers. You have embraced it throughout your lifetime, and you have passed it on to your children. And with that wonderful gift, today, Rachel and Randy, the two of you give this wonderful gift to your daughter, Chloe. This is yours. It belongs to you. May you always be inspired by it. May its weight keep you rooted in your tradition as to who you are, but may it lift you up always as we get to walk now in the light of Torah.
Lecha Adonai hagidula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach ve'aod ki kol bashamayim u'va'aretz kol bashamayim u'va'aretz lecha Adonai הממלכה והמית נעשה לכל לראש. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים.
Oh, girls, what are you doing? Harper and Kylie, come back here. Come back. Just me. We want to come back. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, so before you are seated, if you would like to come up and see the Torah scroll up close and personal, I invite you to do so. Feel free. Anybody is welcome to come up. Guys, you want to come have a seat? Stand right up here so you can see. So if you want to see the Torah scroll, come on up. Feel free to come on up here and check out our Torah scroll. I'm going to go this direction. And then if you're not coming up, you may be seated. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm going to put you guys to work. Will you hold on to here right there? Beautiful. And I'm going to have you hold because it's a little up. Perfect. Yay. Fantastic. Whoop. Cool. All right. You going to hold that one right there for me? Okay. Excellent. Come on up. Don't be shy. I don't bite often. Very cool. Come on, you guys, come gather around over here. Come next to Chloe. Beautiful. You want to sneak up onto this one too? Here, scooch over just a tad so he can stand right there. There is room for everybody. Beautiful. Hi. Shabbat Sholom, guys. So first of all, before we get started with the Torah scroll it's a scroll. So to keep it bound together so it doesn't flop around and stuff. I'm going to go up on the stair here. All of our B'nai Mitzvah students get to make a Torah binder. And so this is Chloe's Torah binder that she made last year. Exactly. Can you tell she likes dance? There we go. And colors, very colorful. So this is Chloe's binder. Now, a Torah is all handwritten. Okay, so I said it's written by a scribe who sits down with parchment. Parchment is made from a kosher animal. Kosher animal has two important things to it. Split hooves and chews its cud. Okay? Chewing its cud is like a cow chewing bubble gum, but not doing any bubbles. It's a way that they digest their food. And so this probably came from a cow, and we can see the different coloration of the parchment there. Now they also then write with a quill, so with a feather, and with ink. And the ink is also made from all natural ingredients, like berries and also the gallnut. A gallnut is where a wasp will lay its eggs into a tree, and then it creates this kind of interesting formation, and then they cut that off and they grind it all up and make ink from it. And they boil it and cool it and boil it and cool it so that it will make a permanent ink that will last, as we see in our other Torah scroll that we pass on from generation to generation. That Torah scroll is 300 years old. So if we take very good care of it, we're going to do really well. Now, also, we don't necessarily touch, or we try to avoid touching where the ink is, because the oil in our fingers will break down the ink. And so we don't want to do that. So we use this great little contraption here called a yad. The Hebrew word for yad is, what is that? What is this thing? A pointer, exactly. And a pointer is, what's it in the shape of? What's it look like? A hand, exactly. Good job. So it's in the shape of a hand. So we use this to kind of keep track of where we're going, because as you can see, there's no lines. Well, but actually there are. If you look really carefully, there are lines that are kind of etched into the parchment. So that way, the scribe can go ahead and keep everything nice and uniform and straight, going up and down and across. And if we look at the letters, so you're right, I'm going to have you looking back upside down, but I think you can still answer this question. See the lines at the top throughout here? Yeah. Okay, so the letters, are they hanging or sitting on the lines? They are hanging, exactly. So we usually write with the letters sitting on the lines, but in this case, they are hanging on the lines. There's a great story that says, why? Well, those lines represent the division between heaven and earth, and that the letters are actually people, they're us, and that our goal is to always strive to be better, is to strive to be more holy, to reach up toward God more. And so that's why we're at the line there, that we keep trying to go up. And so that's why the letters are hanging from the line. Now, if a scribe makes a mistake when they are writing a Torah scroll, because nobody's perfect, they will go ahead and they try to scrape the letter off, and then they'll rewrite it. Get any idea what happens if the scribe cannot? Yes. You make a new one, exactly. You have to start all over. Not the entire Torah scroll, thank goodness, but just that piece of parchment, which could be 4 or 5 columns long. So if you're at the very end and you make a mistake that you can't correct, you're like, oi, gewalt. Scrap paper, okay. And so they start over again. It's bound together with sinew, which again comes from the animal. So everything is all natural with the Torah scroll. And one other ingredient into the ink of the letters, by the way, they're all shiny. Chloe, do you remember what that last ingredient is? Bees make it, and it tastes very sweet.
Honey?
Yeah, it's honey. Because Torah should be as sweet as honey on our lips. It should be sweet and wonderful. But we don't lick it. So, but they say that gives the shine to the letters. So with that, also something else really important. There are no vowels in a Torah scroll. There is no punctuation in the Torah scroll. So when we are reading the Torah scroll, we're doing so without those vowels. And the vowels came about much later in history when the Israelite people and the Jewish people were spread out and speaking all different languages. In order to make sure that we said it correctly, the rabbis added vowels. But there's a very important rule with writing a Torah. You can't change or add anything, which means even though they created the vowel system, I can't add them to the Torah. So that means that our bat mitzvah, Chloe, and others who read from the Torah are reading without vowels. That's okay. We stand next to them with the vowels, so that way, if we make a mistake, because sometimes if we change the vowels, we change the meaning of a letter or the meaning of a word. And so we go ahead and we have the pointed text, the vowel text, right next to us. There we go. That's all of Torah. What do you guys think? Is that cool? All right. Any questions? No? All right. Thank you very much. You may all return down to your seats. Ladies, thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Great. Yeah, you can come look. Absolutely. If you were there in the back, come have a look. There you go. Awesome. Chloe, you may go have a seat for a few minutes. Perfect, because we're going to do some reading first and have some other people come on up and join us for this reading. Cantor, will you please invite our first aliyah?
For our first aliyah, chanting the blessing, Mike Olson, Mikhail Bat Fia, and Chuck Olson, Betzalel Yitzchak Ben Shaul Verivka. Reading from Torah will be Carl Bendroff, Tzvi Mikhail Ben Avraham Bisara, and reading the English translation, Mark Olson, Gedalia David Ben Betzalel U Michaela. Ya'amdu l'aliyah harishona.
Why don't you take my seat right here, and we're going to point to the first word, which is Elah. There you go. Give that a little kiss. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarah.
Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Vahed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam voed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. V'nanton lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ele toldot Noach, Noach, ish tzadik, tamim haya b'dorotav, et ha'elohim hitalech Noach, vayoled Noach shlosha vanim, et Shem, et Ham, ve'et Yafet. Vatishachet haaretz lifnei ha'elohim, vatimele haaretz chamas, vayar Elohim et haaretz v'hinei nishchata ki hishchit kol basar et darko al haaretz, vayomer Elohim leNoach Kates kol basar ba lefanai ki mal'ah haaretz chamas mitnehem v'hineni mashkitam et haaretz.
Yasher Koach. In the English translation.
This is the line of Noah. Noah was a righteous man. He was blameless in his age. Noah walked with God. Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth became corrupt before God. The earth was filled with lawlessness. When God saw how corrupt the earth was, for all flesh had corrupted its ways on earth, God said to Noah, I have decided to put an end to all flesh, for the earth is filled with lawlessness because of them. I am about to destroy them with the earth.
Great. If you'll take my seat once again. Here you go. And to the last word that Kendra will point out to you. Right there. There you go. Beautiful. And then the blessing for after reading.
Eloheinu melech olam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam, notah b'tohenu, baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach. Mazel tov. Thank you. Mazel tov. Yasher koach.
For our second aliyah, chanting the blessing, Bob Plaskin, Moshe, Lori Polin, Leah Bat Natan, Mordechai, Ve'elia Meir, reading from the Torah, Leah Lorenz, Leah Bat Moshe Umalka, and reading the English translation, Carly Yahiro, Chauda Bacha, Bat Moshe Umalka, Mark Yahiro, Chaim Shalom, and Debbie Gerber Devora. Ya'amdu l'aliyah hashenit.
Yes, very good. Take my seat. There we go. We'll show you the first word and just go ahead and touch on the first word. Give it a little kiss. There we go. Beautiful. And the blessing.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Aseh lecha tevat aseh gofer kinim ta'aseh et hateva v'chafarta ota mibayit umichutz bakofer vazeh asher ta'aseh ota shalosh meot ama orech hateva chamishim ama rachba v'shoshim ama komata soher ta'aseh lateva ve'el ama tachlenu milmala ufetach hateva batzida tashim tachtim shneim v'shloshim ta'aseha.
Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make it an ark with compartments and cover it inside and out with pitch.
This is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits.
Make an opening for daylight in the ark and terminate it within a cubit on the top. Put the entrance to the ark on its side. Make it with bottom, second, and third decks.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natah b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. For our third aliyah, chanting the blessing, Bryce Solinger, Benjamin Ari ben Chaim v'Shoshana Leah, and Larry Solinger, Aharon Le ben Shmuel v'Rose. Reading from the Torah, Rachel Solinger, Shoshana Leah bat Moshe Umalka, and reading the English translation, Randy Solinger, Chaim ben Aharon Leib v'Chana Leah, and Ethan Solinger, Eitan Benjamin ben Chaim v'Shoshana Leah. Ya'amdu l'aliyah hashlishit.
Okay, so
Baruch atah Adonai, Adonai, Norach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. Baruch Adonai
et Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai, Elohei HaTorah.
Amen.
Ani hineni nevi et hamabul, mayim al haaretz, vashachet kol bashar asher bo, ruach hayim mitachat hashamayim, kol asher baaretz, yigva vehakamati et bireti itach, uva'ata el hateva, ata uvanecha, Vasitra venashi vanecha, itach umikol hachaye, mikol bashar, shanaim mikol tavi, el hateva v'hachayot. Is that it? Oh, itach, zachar, unekeva, yehiyu. Thank you. I couldn't remember where it ended.
There we go. And the English.
For my part, I am about to bring the flood, waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh under the sky in which there is breath of life. Everything on earth shall perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and shall enter the ark with your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives.
And all of that lies, all of flesh, you shall take 2 of each into the ark to keep alive with you. They shall be male and female.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natelanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. You stay here. The rest of you may go ahead and go back down to your seats. Fantastic. The 2 of you stay right here, because now we get to call forward our bat mitzvah. Can we tighten that up just a little bit there? There we go, because we got to roll to the end of the Torah portion for what's called the Maftir, which is the last part of this week's parasha. Enter.
Ta'amod habachura habat mitzvah irit vered b'chayim v'shoshan aliyah le'aliyah haTorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayikach Avram v'Nahor lahem nashim Shem Eshet Avram Sarai v'Shem Eshet Nahor Milcah Bat Haran Avi Milcah va'Avi Yiscah v'Tehi Sarai Akara Ein La Valad Vayakatera Avram beno. Vayet lo ben Haran ben beno. Ve'et Sarai kalato. Eshet Avram beno. Vayetzu itam. Me'or Kasidim lalahet artsa Kenan Vayavo ad Haran Vayaveshvu Sham Vayavo Yemetera Hamesh Shanim Umatayim Shana Vayomeutera Beharan.
Yasher Koach. Beautiful. Now I'll do the English.
Abraham and Nahor took to themselves wives, the name of Abraham's wife being Sarai, and that of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarai was barren, she had no child. Terah took his son Abraham, his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abraham, and they set out together from Ur of the Chaldeans for the land of Canaan. But when they had come as far as Haran, they settled there. The days of Terah came to 205 years, and Terah died in Haran.
Take it, seat. There you go. Give that a kiss. Whoop. There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam natan b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach Mazel Tov. Beautiful. I'll let the two of you return down to your seat right there as we take this moment right now to offer up blessings for all of those who are in need of healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. We think about those in our family, in our community, in our world who are in need of healing at this time. Mi sheberach avotenu v'imotenu Abraham, Yitzchak v'Yaakov, v'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all of those who are ill. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. As we turn now to page 372, excuse me, Yes, 372 for V'zot HaTorah. And so I'd like to invite forward to hold our Torah Richard Solinger and also Sherry Solinger, if you'll come up and bring with us the Torah cover. Oops. As we rise now and give honor to the Torah.
V'zot HaTorah shesa Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la la. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la.
Right here in the middle seat.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Just,
The Haftarah for...
Just 1 second, Chloe, hold on. There you go. Perfect.
Going slow.
The Haftarah for Parshat Noah is Isaiah chapter 54, verses 6. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar binviim tovim v'ratzah b'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Haloher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo Uv Yisrael Amo Uvinviye Ha'emet V'Tzedek. Rani Akara Lo Yalada Fitz He Rina Vitsahali Lo Hala Ki Rabim B'nei Shomecha Mivnei Be'ula Amar Adonai Harhivi Mikom Ahalecha Viriot Mish He No Taich Yatu Al Tach Sohi Ha'arihi Me Terayich Vi te dotai hazeki. Shout, O barren one who bore no child. Shout aloud for joy, who did not travel. For the children of wife forlorn shall outnumber those of the spouse, said Adonai. Enlarge the size of your tent, extend the size of your dwelling, do not stint. Lengthen the ropes and drive the pegs firm. For you shall spread out to the right and the left. Your offspring shall dispose nations and shall people the desolate towns. Fear not, you shall not be shamed. Do not cringe, you shall not be disgraced. For you shall forget the reproach of your youth and remember no more the shame of your widowhood. For God who made you will espouse you. God's name is Adonai of hosts. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sorcho haolamim zadik bechol hadorot ha'el hane'eman ha'omer ve'osei hamidaber u'makayim shachol devaron Emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shana tatalanu Adonai Eloheinu likzusha ve'limnu ha'lechovod Ultif aret al Adonai Eloheinu ananu modim la varechim ota yitbara shimcha befi chol hatamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yashakoach. Take a breath. There you go. Awesome. We now get to take this time to return our Torah to the Ark as we turn to page now 374. I'd like to invite everyone to please rise.
Hojo al-Eretz v'shamayim vayarem keren le'amo tehila lechol chasidav Livnei Yisrael Am Kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Etz Chaim Hi Lamachazikim Bam V'tomchea Meushar Derachea Darchei Noam V'chol Netivotea Shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha V'nashuvam Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu, Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. There you go.
Let's all take a moment to think about a time where we were asked to step up, take responsibility in a situation, and display an act of righteousness. I'm going to define what it means to be righteous. In its literal term, it means to be right, especially in a moral way. It is also defined as acting in accord with divine or moral law, free from guilt or sin. To be righteous is often to make the right choice in a situation, even when others may not. To be righteous is also to be responsible for our actions, the way we treat others, and for how we live our lives in general. I try to be righteous or do the right thing by being a kind person to my family and friends, our siblings included, helping to watch out for my dog Max, going to school, participating in activities, and completing my homework, honoring my commitment to competitive dance, attending Hebrew school, and helping out around my house. In addition, I try to make the best choices I can in everyday life, even if they aren't what I really want to do, and to help others in need whenever I am able. There are many chances throughout one's life to display acts of being righteous. I think one of the most valuable ways is being kind and a good friend to others. There was this one friend who I was very close to all the way through middle school. As we both went to separate middle schools, she struggled with making new friends along with having to deal with some issues at home. I tried my best to listen, be there for her, and encourage her even at times when she would be short with me. We eventually lost touch, but I feel good just knowing that I was able to be a support for her during this time. In this week's Torah portion, Noah from the book of Genesis, a very famous story is told. It is the story of why God decided to destroy the world with a flood because God saw the world as a place of corruption and evil doing. There was a man named Noah who was ordered to build an ark or a boat in which to hold his family as well as a male and female of every living thing upon the earth. Noah built the ark as he was told, and after 150 days, which includes the 40 days of rain, the flooding stopped, and Noah sent a dove to check for dry land. The dove appeared with an olive branch in its beak, and Noah knew it was safe to leave the boat. God promised he would never again destroy the world with a flood, and as a sign of promise, God put a rainbow in the sky, a symbol of unity and peace. So all of you may be wondering, why was Noah the one chosen to complete the good deed of building the ark? The answer is because Noah was considered a righteous person in his time. In this Torah portion, we are told that Noah walked with God, was blameless in his generation, and was a righteous man. Noah followed the orders he was given and carried out God's commandment. It is because of what Noah did that the world was saved. According to several commentators, Noah was an ethical person. Rabbi Abraham ibn Ezra said that Noah was righteous in his deeds, and Nachmanides taught that Noah was neither a person of violence nor a person who cheated and lied, as did the guilty people of his generation. According to the Zohar, it's stated Noah was out only to save himself and his family, and that he didn't speak up for the rest of the people in his generation. Rabbi Morris Adler felt that a great leader is not only a person of ideas, but a person of tenderness and compassion. These scholars question the fact of whether Noah was really a righteous person. According to the Psalms, the righteous is generous and keeps giving. In a time of corruption, perhaps Noah wouldn't live exactly to this ideal. However, he was the closest one to it. He displayed the act of being righteous by simply stepping up, being responsible, and being loyal to God when no one else would. Noah made the right choice, and sometimes that is enough. In my preparation for becoming bat mitzvah, I had an opportunity to do righteous by doing a good deed. The mitzvah project or social service project I chose to perform was to raise money and participate in Orange County Take Steps for Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I chose to walk with a group from the Chalk IBD program and so far raised $1,132 and hope to raise more. Thank you very much to everyone who donated to this very important cause. The foundation is working very hard to find a cure and make life as comfortable as possible for those suffering with this disease. This cause hits home for me as my brother Bryce and Auntie Leah both suffer from Crohn's disease. I am so glad I had the chance to step up and help make a difference. Today means so much to me as I am taking my first step towards becoming a Jewish adult. To becoming a bat mitzvah means more freedom in my choices, and with that, more responsibility, more opportunities to learn and grow, to continue volunteering and participating in temple activities, to celebrating holidays, and sharing what I've learned with others. This is only the beginning of my Jewish and adult journey, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. I would now like to say thank you to Rabbi Cohen and Cantor Reinwald for teaching me, guiding me, and encouraging me in my Hebrew studies and on my path to becoming a bat mitzvah. You are both awesome leaders and truly made learning fun, even the hard parts. A big thank you to Mr. Carl Benjoff. You have been a wonderful and encouraging teacher and tutor, explaining everything to me so clearly, putting up with my great singing voice and my occasional silly moments. Thank you so much to my grandma Marcy, Auntie Dana, and Dominique for the beautiful save the date cards and invitations, as well as the other little touches you have added to this day. To my Nana and Papa, thank you for your support, encouragement, and endless hours spent helping to plan this special day for me. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to all my family and friends who participated in the service, and to family near and far, temple friends, congregants, and friends for being here today. It really means a lot to me. Well, I cannot forget to thank my two brothers, Ethan and Bryce. Yes, they make me absolutely crazy, but hey, that's what siblings do, and I love them anyways. Lastly, thank you, my mom and dad. You have both always been there for me, supporting me in everything I do. Whether it's the endless rides back and forth to dance, often several times a day, school activities, or getting me to temple, I appreciate it all. Thank you for all the time and caring that went into planning this amazing day for me, but I'm happy that all the nagging to study my Hebrew will now come to an end. All kidding aside, I love you both very much. I like to end by reminding you to remember those times when you were righteous and made a difference in the world through an act of goodness, big or small. I truly believe we are all righteous in some way. Now that I think of it, there's another example of another time where I had the opportunity to display a specific act of being righteous or doing the right thing. Several years ago, my dog Max, who if you know my dad, well, you know Max is his favorite family member, escaped out of the front door. Max is an extremely fast runner, and seeing as no one else made a move to chase after him, I ran out the door without my shoes to catch him. Eventually, I caught up and brought him home safely. It wasn't easy, but someone had to do it. I felt good about it and made a difference in the situation. Shabbat Sholom.
We planned that one just for you. Randy always says, there has to be a puppet. So Chloe, good work. Speaking of Randy and Rachel, it's Now, time for you to come bless. You can leave the puppy there, though. You get to stay right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to first thank everyone who helped us to make this day possible and special. Rabbi Heidi, Cantor David, my family, all the family and friends. Also, thank you to everyone here today who has given us the gift of your presence, taking away from your time to be here with us. Chloe, first I'd like to tell you how I am so proud of you. While you were enthusiastic about picking out invitations, choosing your dress, planning activities, and special surprises for your party, and being part of almost all of the event details, let's just say planning for this part of the day was definitely the most challenging part. So I am very proud that you have accomplished what you set your mind to do, and you did it beautifully. The endless hours spent studying for this day have truly paid off. The day you were born, and we finally had actual proof that we were having a beautiful baby girl, as we didn't believe the 20 ultrasounds that showed that you were a girl, was one of the best because our family was complete. You were and are one of my most precious gifts. I can't even tell you how many people stopped me when you were a baby, and still even now, to comment on your beauty and to tell me how much you look like Snow White, even though I know you're overhearing about that. What makes you even more special is that your beauty is so strong on the inside and the outer beauty is a bonus. As I did with your brothers, I must complete the trilogy and share with you the things I love best about you. I love your beautiful smile and the amazing dimples that you're lucky to have. Also the blue eyes with the long lashes that I always wanted, but at least you got them. I love your heart of gold. You are such a caring person. You are a wonderful friend to others. You always acknowledge others' birthdays, special moments, and are there to cheer them up if they need be. You are always willing to help with anyone in your family, whether it's playing with your little cousins, helping me around the house, making posters for your brother to ask a girl to a dance and being patient with him when he changes his mind millions of times. I love the strong and fierce part of your personality. You are your own young woman, and I love it. You were definitely the sassiest little thing when you were little, and can be to this day. You know what you want, and you hold strong to it. That will come in handy in the future, too. I love your creativity and your sense of adventure. You are always up for trying new things and coming up with all sorts of fun projects. Thank God the slime past phase is long gone. I love how you have this incredible ability to make the best of a situation, and even if something bothers you, you move forward and find the good in everything and everyone. I love your sense of passion for things and people you love. I love your commitment to dance and your perseverance to give it all you've got. I love watching you practice your dances and conquer parts that aren't easy for you. I love to watch you grace the stage, and my favorite moments are the spontaneous dances around the house. I love that you are a leader and always willing to lead the way. And I love that you are my sidekick, my partner in crime, and that I have someone on my side in a house full of men. I could go on, but I want to take a moment to offer several wishes I have for you today as you take on the role of a Jewish young woman becoming responsible for her own commitment to God and the Mitzvah, as well as her place in the Jewish community and the world. May you always continue to find your path in life. Never let others steer you in the wrong direction. Life is short, and you have a rich life ahead of you. Make the most of all the moments you can and enjoy each one to the fullest. Continue to be the amazing person you are by remaining true to yourself and being the sensitive, kind, and thoughtful person you are developing into. Always nurture your relationship with family, especially with your siblings. They may drive you crazy now, but someday you will realize their value in your life. Lastly, remember that your actions matter, what you do in life matters, so that you make a difference in the world for the better. Always know I am here for you and love you very much. Mazel tov.
I'm only going to be about 30 minutes with my speech, so keep it the short version. Chloe, you did a fantastic job today preparing for your bat mitzvah. You're a very determined and hard worker in all things you set your mind out to do. Whether it is focusing on what dress you want to wear to your bat mitzvah or what music you want the DJ to play. You are very dedicated and passionate in your endeavors and work hard to get where you want to go. And while I'm able to stand here today and have your undivided attention with no Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, phone calls, and text to read, I would like to say that I am very proud that you are my daughter, and I'm very excited to see you grow into the beautiful woman that I know you will become. I know you will be successful in whatever you choose to do in this world, and I am glad I will be along to see your journey, as one day I will look forward to seeing you pass on your experiences of Judaism to your children and hope to see your kids' bar and bar mitzvah events. I'd like to reflect upon the fact that after the birth of Ethan and Bryce, I thought to myself, we must be done. However, like every good movie production, there's always that quest for a trilogy. I have to admit, when Rachel told me the third child was coming, I was in shock. I sat there in a glaze at that very moment and prayed, please be a girl. I do not think I could take another boy. I was so concerned about this that I made sure I arrived early to the ultrasound appointment. I was so convinced I was going to have another boy that when the nurse told me it was a girl, I looked at her and said, you sure there are no man features on that baby? She assured me that I was in the clear and it was a girl. I was so happy. Chloe, being the youngest of 3 children, you have had to put up with a lot of challenges from your brothers, but you have risen to those challenges and taken them on with ease. Chloe, even though you stand here today a young lady and your attire is that of a young lady, I will always look upon you as my little girl. Chloe, you live and play hard no matter how tired you are from a day at school or a night of dance classes, or if you have homework or an exam the next day. You always manage to make time to hang out with your friends, help others who are in need, whether it be your friends or family, and that is what makes you the person you are now and forever. Strangely enough, as you get older, I know our time together will become less frequent than it is right now. However, I always look back and remember the disagreements we have had, the fun pranks I played on you to get you to laugh, but more importantly, I will always like that you never seem to worry and have things under control, that you are optimistic about the things you do, which I am sure your family members and friends would agree on. As for boyfriends, we will keep that discussion for another time, as I cannot go on and on about that topic today. More importantly, I just want you to do your best, as no one is perfect, and continue to achieve your goals and remain confident, dedicated, and most of all, have fun in your life. I know as you went through your years of bat mitzvah education here at Beth Sholom that you learned a lot about responsibility and future obligations you will have to face in society, to your community, and to friends and family. As your future becomes more complex and you face challenges that your generation will have to face, which in many cases will be a bit overwhelming, I know you will try your best to make those challenges not only impact your life in a positive way, but will also impact the lives of others in a positive way as well. With the world becoming a pressure cooker of stress on young kids these days, with social media, high expectations in school, which lead to pressure of college admissions, extracurricular activities, volunteering, it can seem a bit overwhelming to be overcome in younger kids these days. As you enter adulthood on your bat mitzvah today, my wish for you is to remain a youthful teenager as long as possible and live in the moment while having fun being who you are. As you get older, you can face those more difficult choices. I would like to conclude today by thanking all the family and friends that are gathered here to celebrate Chloe's bat mitzvah. Of course, I'd like to always thank Rabbi Heidi and Cantor Reinwald for supporting Chloe in her Jewish studies and helping her reach the big day. This is a big day indeed. As a matter of fact, this is a day where I can honestly say we have reached the conclusion, or in the movie biz, the trilogy of the Solinger bar and bat mitzvahs have now come to an end.
Yasher koach, mazel tov. So Chloe, while this might be the end of the trilogy of the B'nai Mitzvah, we know it's not the end, because, becoming bar and bat mitzvah is only one step in our Jewish lives. One of many steps, from the time that we're born and we're entered into the covenant, with our Hebrew names, to the time of also standing here with Torah and confirmation and weddings and all of the great things. Weddings far, far away. Dad didn't want to talk about it. But today we get to share in this wonderful celebration with you as a whole community. Not just your family and friends who are here, but your Temple Beth Shalom community as well. So I'm going to open up this real quick and invite forward some people to make some presentations to you on behalf of our Temple Beth Shalom family. On behalf of our brotherhood, I'd like to invite forward Mark Borove. On behalf of our sisterhood, Sarah Schweitz. And on behalf of our board of directors, Matthew Griffin. And representing our youth, Maddie Malo, to come forward and to offer you their blessings and their congratulations and also gifts.
Chloe, I've known you for so long, since kindergarten actually, and you've been such a great friend in person. You've always been so talented, and you never failed to make me laugh. You did amazing today, and all your hard work definitely paid off. Thanks for being such a good friend.
Congratulations and Mazel Tov. You did a fantastic job. I enjoy being here today to represent the ladies of Temple Beth Shalom Sisterhood. Today is a day of blessings and also of presents and parties, right? So, from the sisterhood, we want to give you this Kiddush cup to enjoy from now on. And, you can take it to college and continue using it. And then you can take it to graduate school. And after that, you can take it to your own home. So Mazel Tov, congratulations.
Thank you.
Chloe, I remember saying brotherhood, and you do something that I always wanted to do, to be able to dance. You ever saw Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly, that's what I wanted to be. And I found out I have no rhythm, so it's true about white men. But I hope you can be the next famous Jewish dancer. Do you know any Jewish famous dancers?
No.
Did you ever hear of Sid Charisse?
No.
Mom, Dad, gotta have her watch Singing in the Rain and all the other ones, the classics. Well, what we do for Brotherhood, we have a tzedakah box, and I'm not sure how many people know what that is, but that's the Jewish piggy bank. But one big difference, the money that goes in here goes to your charity or whatever your commitment is. And I know what yours is going to be. So for Brotherhood, you did a fantastic job. I really enjoyed, and you have a fantastic smile, and I like her dimples too. So Mazel Tov, congratulations. Be proud of her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, last one. So what the sisterhood doesn't tell you is the shot glass in the Kiddush cup comes out. That's why you used it at college. Not that I would know. All right, Chloe, remember I came to you up during high holidays. I wanted to make sure you actually knew who I was. My son Jacob grew up with Ethan here at Temple, so that's awesome. Got a little connection there. So what a fantastic day to celebrate such a dynamic and talented young lady, right? Chloe, we're all super proud of your hard work. That's awesome. You know, we all know that you're this amazing, talented dancer, but I'm not sure that you know that I'm kind of a dancer too. I know, you didn't know that. I'm a practicing black belt in karate. We perform katas, which are just like a dance. Of course, the biggest difference between you and me is that my dance seriously injures people. That's not just the kata, it's just because I'm that bad. But anyways, we see you on the dance floor, and you exemplify brilliance and grace and poise. And so I'm curious about your dancing, and I did a little research. I'm wondering, you have dance teachers here today, right? No, but you have dance friends, right? Yeah. And you guys remember, the question is, how many dancers does it take to change a light bulb? The answer, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. Sorry, I warned her before. I knew that. So as the board representative for Temple Beth Shalom, it is my honor to present you several things that are not just here just yet, but they're tucked away. We have a nifty gift certificate that gets you to Israel in the future. My daughter took advantage of that. Super awesome time. There has been a tree planted in Israel from the Jewish National Fund in your honor, and those of you who've been bar and bat mitzvah, your watering day is? Thursday, that's right. Awesome. And then, of course, your prayer book came from the Board of Trustees, or the Board of Directors, which is awesome. And then lastly, we do have a suitable for framing, your certificate of officially becoming a bat mitzvah. So last thing, I'm also an assistant principal at a high school, and I must take time to leave you with some knowledge. And I don't see it here. You don't have your official tissue box, but do you know how to get a tissue to dance? How do you get a tissue to dance? You put a little boogie in it.
Oh, brother. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's here all day.
Matthew, thank you. Oh, Chloe, the world in which you live. It is awesome. It is great, and it is because you are a part of it. It is our honor now to take this moment to offer our blessings to you, Cantor Reinwald and myself. We want to invite your parents to come forward. You give her a quick hug right over there, because then I need you. Hi, she'll be back, I promise. Cool. As I invite everyone to please rise as we open our ark doors to be able to bless Chloe. So Chloe, here you are. Yes, you have danced your way to this place. You have found this wonderful rhythm and this voice within you. You talked about your singing a moment ago. Singing isn't only about hitting the right notes, it's hitting the right intention. And Chloe, the intention that you have found of reaching this moment, it surpasses the greatest of notes that any person can sing. You talked about in your Dvar Torah, in your words of Torah, and as we read today, Noah was this righteous person, and what does that mean? Finding righteousness, finding a way to do the right thing and to care for others, that is who you are. I saw it in so many different moments. I saw it especially when we went away on our retreat last year with the confirmation class. You took a group of boys who thought that they had 2 left feet, and you taught them a dance. And I still have the video to prove it. Your patience and your love of here we go, we've got this, and encouragement to let them kind of break free out of their shell was so amazing. That's who you are. You allow us and remind us to break out of that shell, to be free, and to find our own rhythm. Remember, though, that yes, in life there are so many different rhythms and so many different things that are happening. Use your voice, use your intention, use your heart and soul and who you are to know that you can and you always will make a difference in our world. We don't exist in this world by ourselves. We exist in this world and we live in it and we embrace it together as an entire community and as a family. So embrace all of those around you always. Welcome new people into your circle. And remember that together, when we grab hands, when we work together, we make our world a better place. And from that better place, Then God provides that rainbow at the end of the story, reminding us that, yes, we have the potential and we will make our world so beautiful in every color, in every shape, in every size, in every person. Because you, my friend, are a part of that. So we get to offer you our blessings, the blessings that have been passed on one generation to the next. The blessings that were shared with you when you were born, when your brothers were born and became bar mitzvah, and you becoming bat mitzvah today. The blessings that your parents heard underneath the chuppah. The blessings passed on now and always. Blessings of Torah.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and watch over you.
Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light shine on you, in you, and through you, and may God be truly gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom.
Chloe, may you always feel God's presence around you, smiling upon you and granting you strength. May God bless you with a life that is filled with good health, with happiness, and most important of all, a life that is filled with shalom, with peace. Kein yehi ratzon, may this be our blessing, and let us say, Amen. We remain standing now as we turn in our prayer books once again to our closing prayers. Aleinu l'shabeach, page 586.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, l'tzek gdula liyotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
As we remain standing and as our thoughts turn to those who are no longer with us, we join together with this Kaddish memory. Go ahead and stay right here with me. We remember those who their yardside, the anniversary of their passing, we remember on this Shabbat and during this coming week. Esther Abramowitz, Clara Balmages, Monty Bartley, Clara Beagle, Ann Bielsker, John Richard Bullock, Marcy Cabrera, Samuel Cohen, Aline Bunny Fink, Samuel Fish, Isidore Fliegler, Sharon Freed, Grace Frisch, David Goldstein, Shirley Gutenplan, Ada Handelsman, William Horowitz, Penny Horowitz, Louis Malakoff, Saul Nortel, Don Robinson, Bella Rosenberg, Jean Rothman, Marion Spatz, Leo Spitzer, Ann B. Stern, and Norton Weinberg. If there is anyone here who's in the period of mourning of Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, who's observing a yard sign of a loved one whose name I have not called, I invite you, please share their names with us. For all of them and for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem, for the sanctification of God's holy name. And for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we join together, page 598, Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yit Kadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Bi'alma divrach yurtev yamlich malchutei, V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'bizman karir v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'elam Ulomei Omaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei D'Kudesha B'richu, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata,
Da'amiram bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen.
May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to all the bereaved among us, and let us say, Amen. I'd like to invite forward the TBS 7th grade, or actually 8th grade group now, to come forward. So Chloe's classmates from here at TBS, come on up, guys, all of you, so you can help us, because now we're going to do Kiddush and Motzi. So come on up, I need your help back here. Excellent. Take a couple of you because it's really long. There you go. Okay. There you go. Comes. I'm going to go ahead and pass out the juice to everybody. Perfect. There you go. Go ahead. Come on, straight out here. Perfect. You're great. Yes, you are. All right. So, here you go. Ethan and Bryce, come on up here. Come on up. Come grab a cup of juice there. And if you'll pass one over to Cantor, please, right back there. Beautiful. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Gentlemen, here you go. Right there. Perfect. All right. So we join together. Chloe, did you get one? Perfect. As we join together with Kiddush and Shehachianu, thanking God for giving us life, sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh l'chaim.
All right. 7th grade, along with Chloe, reach over there, find a good spot on the challah. There you go. Got your favorite spot? All right. We join together with Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avot. Go ahead, go for it. There you go. Good catch. Perfect. You got a Levi? There you go. Perfect. All right. Excellent. Thank you, guys. We join together. What? Watch out. We join together now with our closing song. And then you'll come up and have some, please. There's plenty.
Oseh shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Mazel tov. Come have some challah, please. Shabbat shalom.
Directions to the reception can be found outside, and the shuttle will be here shortly.